Hey everybody, I am Cameron from Barely Balanced here with my two best friends, Ari and Margaret. We're gonna take you through a quick workout. It's gonna hit your chest, your back, and your core. Let's start things off with jogging in place. Ooh.
Feel it.
So we're not gonna do any of these workouts for long, but we are gonna keep moving. If at any point you need to take a breather, that's fine. Take a sec, take a breather, but try to get back into it as soon as you can. Let's switch now to a butt kick. So our heels are coming to our booties.
Ooh, look how cool and coordinated we are.
Yowza.
Can I kick your butt?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dangerous fighting move.
How'd you break your ankle?
Next, we're going to switch to a high knee, but in a march. So we're bringing us nice and high, engaging our core to get that knee to come up. Controlled. Great work. You can flex your toe if you would like. That kind of helps keep the knee a little bit higher, but we're really trying to get that core involved in this. Excellent, guys. Now squats. So we're sitting our butt back, our chest stays high, squeeze the butt on the way up. Let's do this. Since we're not having any weights, it's good to try to get that good range of motion and get nice and low. If you're new to squats, put a chair behind you and sit back into it. That way you really feel your glutes engaging. Margaret, where do you have the weight in your feet when you're doing these?
Oh my gosh, the weight's completely in my heels. If I want to do a nice forward-facing squat, I can even completely lift my toes off the ground. Hey, if you like your hips are a little wider like mine, because I'm a lady, I like to do my squats just a hair wider. I can still take my toes off the ground though.
All right, guys, let's shake it off with a little moment of jog in place. Next is going to be jumping jacks. Begin. Now, any of these moves, if you have downstairs neighbors, you can do these in a march or a step out instead. So for jumping jacks, you can do step outs.
Oh yeah. Dude, I keep getting out of time with you guys. It's a really good challenge to try to do it at the same time as you. Woo.
We're just trying to make sure we each have a different time so the viewers will match up with one of us.
Sure.
Yeah. Cast a wide net.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Woo.
Great job, guys. Jog in place for a moment. Now we're going to come to the back of our mats and we're going to, with our knees bent, walk our hands forwards. Hold your plank for a moment. Come down, down, up, up. Walk it from down to up and then back. Tap the toes, bring it back in. Down, down, up, up. Now while you're doing these, really focus on engaging your core and trying to form a long line through the top of your head, out the back of your heels. And squeeze that belly button into the spine.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I got nothing to prove. So when I go to the top of my inchworm back here, I keep my knees bent when I touch the
Thank
toes.
you. And if this is too much, come to your knees for this part, and then back up off your knees and walk it back. Modify it, make it your own. We're almost done, 3 more seconds. Last one. Great job. Okay, stay here with your legs a little bit wider than your shoulders. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hinge forwards and bring your arms up like a fly and squeeze your fists. So you wanna get those shoulders engaged. Feel your shoulders pinching together in the back. Bonus points if you can also smile while you do this.
What about like the world's biggest like smile mouth scream? Like,
Yeah.
yeah! Yeah! I love to work out!
3 seconds. Excellent job. Roll up slowly, your head comes up last. That's so good. Next we're gonna be doing a step back lunge. So I'm gonna step my foot back, my knee is gonna hover over the ground, I'm gonna step back in and switch legs. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. So your knee is just gonna hover above the ground or give it just a light little kiss.
Ooh! I didn't know we were doing romantic workout today.
Meow. Now again, if this is too much, you can just step your foot back. You don't have to do the lunge. As long as you're moving, you're making gains.
Moving, you're grooving.
Just 5 more seconds. Last one. Great job, everybody. Next, we're going to make our way back down to our mats, and you're going to be doing knee push-ups. So I got my hands as wide as my shoulders, belly button squeezed into my spine, and begin. Now, if these feel easy to you, and you feel warmed up and ready, come up all the way onto your toes. If for some reason that isn't enough, alternate hovering a leg into the air. Just 5 more seconds, you're doing great. Again, our belly button's into the spine, last one. And press back out of it. Great job, everybody. We're gonna roll our ways up.
What if we just stay down here? Can we just live down here?
Yeah, take a nap, take a siesta. It's the perfect time of day for it. Okay, next what we're gonna be doing is raising our back legs. So I'm gonna be hinging forwards just slightly. I'm gonna raise my leg back and then switch. So just doing a little bit of a back kick with my glute. I really want the lift to happen from my butt. We're gonna start in about 3 seconds. 2, 1, begin. This is a small kick with a straight leg. I'm slightly hinged forwards.
You're not throwing your foot back, you're raising it from your butt, right?
Yes, really good call, Ari. Just making that squeeze happen from my glute to make the movement a reality.
Yeah, I find that when I keep my bottom leg straight, I have a tendency to turn out and not really engage my muscles. But when I bend my bottom knee a little bit, I can engage my butt in the back a lot.
Good call, yeah.
That's how you guys feel too, but.
And then a lot of these workouts, I mean, feel free to play with it. Find the version that works best for you. We got 3 seconds. So a lot of these you might want to mess around with bending a knee. And final one. Great job. Now we're gonna do a sumo squat. So our legs are wide, my feet are pointed out at a 45-degree angle, and my knees are in line with my toes. Starting up in 3, 2, 1. Come down, arms wide, come in, bring your hands in.
Beautiful ballerinas!
Oh, I'm off time. I'm gonna fix it now. Bang.
That means you're the black swan of the ballet.
I mean, a swan really is just a modern dinosaur. Clever girl.
I like to get real dancy with it. It honestly kind of distracts me from the workout if I just think about my arms and like what, just being really like floaty.
Yeah. 3 seconds. Last one. Excellent job, you guys. Next, what we're going to be doing is coming down to our mats. We're doing another form of a push-up. This time we're going to be really wide with our arms though. So wider than your mats, wider than your shoulders. So we're on our knees. We've got our wide grip. Our elbows are tracking outwards on these. So I'm coming down, out, wide, and up. We're starting in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. And again, if this feels doable for you, come all the way up to your toes. You can also rest your feet on a bottom step or a chair, create an incline to make it more challenging. We're already almost done. You're doing great. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Excellent job, you guys. Press it back. Again, we roll up, our head comes up last. Next, we're gonna be doing side kicks. So we're gonna work a little bit of the side of our hips, our glutes, all that good stuff. So I'm putting my weight into my left leg. I'm hinging over. I'm coming up for a kick. I'm bringing myself down.
Nice.
And you just want to tap that foot lightly, so try to keep your balance. If you want to hold on to a chair or the wall or a best friend, any of those options work.
That's right.
Okay. It's fine. You can call me best friend. That's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's
That
better on
was
this
so
side.
salty. I should not have pitched it.
All right,
Electrolytes.
starting up in 3, 2, 1. My right leg is kicking out, and we're gonna switch legs in just a moment. Are you able to just lightly tap your foot? How's your balance doing on these? If you find yourself wobbling, pick an object to focus your eyes on. It's gonna keep you a lot more stable. We use the same technique when we're doing tight ropes, when we're doing unicycling. You find a focal point and really get your gaze centered on it. Great job, you guys. One last one, and we're gonna switch. Margaret, when we do stunts, what do you like to make your focal point?
To be honest, I always pick a beam or a tree. One of the most exciting, challenging parts of our job, especially on stages where the audience wraps all the way around, is not being distracted or focusing on the eyes of the people that I can see on the ground, or especially if people are like moving or walking by. But to just keep them in my soft focus, I like stare right at a beam or right at a tree.
Nice.
I made the mistake Saturday, the first day we were working here. I was just staring at someone.
They love that.
5 minutes and then I was just staring at them.
Hard eye contact.
Yeah.
As long as they stay in one spot,
Yeah.
you can stare them down.
Sit your butts back, you guys. And this time what we're gonna do is we're gonna come forwards with our hands, and you're gonna bring your head towards the ground, push back towards your feet. You might only come down a little ways and push. You might be able to bring the crown of your head gently towards the ground. Not hitting it, but just towards it. Let's do this, you guys, and begin. Great job, you guys. This is kind of a fun, weird one. This momentum is creating extra weight. Woo. Last seconds. 3, 2, 1. Roll it up, head comes up last. Great job, you guys. What we're doing next is called a reverse push-up. So for this one, you're gonna be laying on the ground. Your arms are gonna be wide. Your hands up towards the sky. You're gonna dig your elbows into the ground to raise your back up off. And you should feel a tightening along your spine and between your shoulder blades. So get in position. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Is your neck engaged in this as well? Bring your head up?
That's a really good question. Yeah, my neck is engaged. My head is coming off the ground on this. You can leave your head on the ground. I do find it harder to get the muscles to really isolate on the lift.
Gotcha.
This is a funky one, but it's also one of the only ways to kind of work these muscles well without equipment. And it's good just to try new motions. To confuse your muscles. You get a lot more gain when you try new motions. As well as doing your workouts at different times of the day too could be a fun way to switch things up on your body. So it doesn't get used to just something always happening at a certain time. Great job, you guys. 3 seconds. And done. We're gonna roll over onto our bellies. Our arms are out ahead of us, our legs are out long. We're gonna be coming up and into a swimming motion. So that means my hands will be fluttering, nice and long, my legs will be fluttering. If this is too much, you can flutter just your legs or just your hands. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Swimmy, swimmy, scuba Steve.
That's a great question. What do you do with your chin in this one?
So you can keep your head just in line with your spine, which I think is kind of the most comfortable feeling position. You can also look forwards, but I do find that to be a little bit harder on the spine. So it's good to kind of, your chin in kind of a neutral spot. Your head's up off the ground, but not super high. 5 seconds. And done. Great job. Push back towards the knees. Roll the head up slow. We are switching positions a lot from high to low. which can be a good way just to keep the body moving in different ways. So usually we try to stick just on the ground or just up, but we are switching a lot for this one. All right, guys. Next, we're doing a side lunge. So our legs are going to be wide. You're going to sit your butt back to the side, reaching it backwards, and then up and switch. And switch. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Again, you kind of lead with the butt. Keep your shoulders up. Weight is further back into your foot, not up into toes, but more in the heel and the midfoot. If you want to make this more difficult, you can grab some cans of soup, water bottle, a cat that really doesn't like it,
Or a cat that really likes it.
my initials are cat.
So are mine.
With one legal document, anybody's can be. We're almost done, 5 seconds. Excellent, guys. Bring your feet in. We're jog in place for a sec. Get our heart rate going. Next, we're going to do a false jump rope. So we got our hands like we're holding a jump rope. Both feet are together as we just do a gentle bounce. Now again, if you are living in an apartment, you got downstairs neighbors, you can just do quick toe raises here to get rid of the impact. Five seconds. After this, we're going to be switching to alternating uppercuts. 2, 1. Great job. My feet are my shoulder width apart. My hands are up. I'm just uppercutting side to side. I'm bringing my fists up to around my chin, just slightly past it. I'm allowing my body to rotate slightly into the punch. I'm trying to drive that force from my back foot all the way up through the hand. So it's opposite foot, opposite hand. That force is coming up through. And again, bonus points if you can smile. You got this, you're doing awesome. I have to concentrate on myself. It's okay to smile. You'll like the workout more. 5 seconds, and then we're gonna be going into a side hook, a table sweep, coming up in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna sweep across, sweep across. They hated this when I was a busser, but boy was I efficient. Almost done, and then we're gonna be switching back down to the ground.
This is a good one to slow your breath down on.
5, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake it off. Make your way down to your mats. We're gonna be doing some close grip push-ups. So for this one, you're gonna be on your knees. Your goal is to eventually get your hands close up together, you're making a diamond. However, when you're starting, you can be out here. You can be wherever works for you to be able to pull this off. But you're working towards that close together goal. Let's do this. If it's too much to do this on the ground, do it on a wall or on the back of your sofa so it's less hard. Let's begin. And again, if you are a hero and you want to go for broke, you can come up onto your toes. You can always do a couple like that. Go back to your knees. It's always better to have good form as opposed to a harder position.
One. Felt myself breaking form. Back to knees for me.
Same. We're already almost done, just 3 seconds. You got one more in you? Great job. Press it back, bring it up. Good job, you guys. Next, we're gonna be doing a forward lunge. We're almost at the finish line with this workout. So for this one, we're going to step our knee high up, step forwards, squat it down, bring it up. Our knee comes high on both the in and the out. And if you're like me, it cracks loudly.
Yeah.
Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Knee up. Bring it down. Knee up. You can get your arms involved in this too. I like to keep mine up as if I'm in a boxing guard. This is another one you can easily add some weights to by holding a can of soup in each hand. Or a water bottle. Almost done. 3 seconds. Last one. Great job, you guys. We're getting to that finish line. All we got left is a little bit of core. Let's do this. Down onto our mats. Let's angle all of our mats just slightly. Get down on your back, your hands under your butt. And we're gonna be doing alternating kicks with our legs. So we're just coming up to about a 45 and down. Begin. Now this one, you can rest your head on your mat, or you can keep it up and engage your core and get a little bit of a crunch.
I like our little background music today. It's good. It's good to work out too.
Yes, it's good tempo. We're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job. Rest for a moment. Place your heels down by your hips. Next workout's going to be coming up and doing alternating heel taps. Trying to squeeze your obliques, okay? Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and tap. I like that this one's almost kind of an active recovery. We're still making gains, but it's not a destroyer.
It is. I always feel this one in my neck, and I have to constantly remind myself, like, chill, chill, chill on that neck. That's not the exercise.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Bring it down, relax.
My six-pack neck.
Next, we're going to be putting our hands under our butts again. This time, though, we're going to be doing over and under, scissors. If you want to make it harder, you can go over, under, wide. Over, under, wide. Okay? Feel which version is going to work for you. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. If you are opening your legs, rotate which leg is on top each time. Again, we're thinking long through our bodies, our belly buttons in towards our spine. Try not to poof out your belly while you do this. Or poop out your belly while you do this.
Oh man.
3, 2, 1. Great job.
Woo!
Take a rest for a moment. Next, we're going to be rolling over onto our bellies. I'm going to just flip around. So next, we're going to be doing Supermans. So we're going to be bringing our hands forwards, our legs out like we did earlier. But this time, instead of fluttering, we're just coming up high. We're holding for a second. We're coming back down. So it'll look like this. Up, hold, down. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Do a modified version. My hands behind my head.
Nice.
A little easier.
Great call. So we like to always make sure that we work out not just our abs, but also our backs, our whole core, our obliques, the sides of our core as well. All of that goes into having great balance, great stability. And as you get older, having that ability to still do really fun, active, and cool things. 3 seconds. Last one. Great job. Push back to your hands and knees. We're almost at the finish line, you guys. You're doing good. Next is going to be bird dog. So you're gonna bring one arm out, one leg out, and switch. Out and switch, okay? Starting in 3, 2, 1. Get it. Now again on this one, I kind of keep my neck neutral. So I'm looking down, kind of between my hands, thinking of long lines with the tip of my finger shooting out my back foot. You can point your toe or flex your foot. Both are going to get you really great results.
Yeah, buddy.
We just have 2 exercises left after this. Just 2. You can do it. You made it this far. Don't give up. 3 seconds left. Great job, you guys. We're gonna switch it around now. So we're sitting on our butts, our feet forwards. This one we're gonna be doing a workout for our hamstrings, as well as for our core and our shoulders. So what you're gonna do for this is first step would be just bringing your hips up and then bringing them down. If you wanna make it harder, you can come up, raise a leg, down. If you wanna make it even harder, start with the leg raised, bring it up, down, switch. If you wanna make it even harder, you can come up, tap, switch. Pick the version that works for you. Start easier than you think and work your way to it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin.
If you have hinky wrists, you can do this with your hands facing out as well.
Like me.
Yay!
Thank you, Margaret. I always forget to mention wrist modifications.
Hey, go back through this video and watch what I do with my wrists, and those are all the modifications you can do and all these poses.
Yay! But I do have to say, Ari has been working really hard on his wrists. I mean, hard to rest his wrists and recover them and strengthen them. So they're doing really well. I feel like they've been getting really strong, stronger and stronger all the time.
Heck
So,
yeah.
Good job on
3 seconds.
knowing when to portion, when not to portion those suckers.
Last one. Great job, you guys. Shake it off, shake it off. If you do have any wrist issues or just generally want to have healthier wrists, you've been doing a lot on the computer or the phone, check out our wrist therapy video. It's a quick 5-minute routine that is really going to get those wrists going healthy. Our last workout, you guys, final one, is going to be Russian twists. We're going to sit tall through our spines. Our hands are together like we're praying, and you're going side to side. If you want to make it harder, you can bring your legs up into the air as you go and lean back a little. If you want to make it even harder, you can bring your legs straighter and straighter. Pick the version that works for you. We're going to start in 3, 2, activate your smiles, 1.
Man, we are just rushing through this.
Oh. I like to take the safety off my finger guns before we do this one because it makes me feel really tough. I go, pew!
10 seconds. Great job, you guys. Come on down out of it. And let's bring it in for the digital fist bump. Y'all are wonderful and amazing. Once again, we are the Barely Balanced Show. Keep working out with us. If you want to see more of our videos, hit that subscribe button so you keep getting notified when our new videos drop. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and good job on making those healthy choices.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.